The certification process itself, I think, is pretty simple. You basically go to Green Building Council and say, hey, we think we've got a great building. Can you get someone to objectively assess that?
It requires gathering evidence from all stages of the decision making and submitting that to the New Zealand Green Building Council. We do also encourage an integrated design process right from concept stage, where all stakeholders are involved in the planning process.
Normally in a project like a school, there's quite a differentiation or demarcation between the school, principal, the leadership team, the students, and then the sort of architectural and the engineering teams. They're quite different groups of people doing different stuff. With Green Star, there's actually an imperative to bring those people together. And the wonderful thing about that is that solutions come out of quite unexpected places. So kids have got great solutions sometimes in existing schools to issues of sustainability. And what happens is that for the design team, they understand those solutions in a deeper and more meaningful way.
It's not just a couple of people working away on ESD features and getting a solution at the end of the day. All of the team have to be part of that process.
I'm really grateful for the team for involving us right at the beginning, so that it was not something that was done to us or given to us, but something that we were involved in.
Some of the tangible benefits are things like waste management, better indoor environmental quality, which helps kids learning and stops them falling asleep. It's a much more holistic approach to building a building.
We certainly have some operational benefits from having a Green Star building. We're more energy efficient, and that certainly has an implication for how much money we're spending on heating, etc.
The keys to a successful submission are really being very clear within the documentation, but also being very concise. And all of the project team need to know exactly what they need to provide on that documentation.
You've got to take a view of, I've never seen this building before, and how do I actually show someone who's never seen this building before that it's really great? And sometimes that requires a little bit of extra explanation, some photos of things, a couple of extra drawings, but really just to get it over the line, you just need to be quite clear and understand that the assessor has never seen the building before.
The Green Building Council assist in the process by providing feedback on your round 1 and 2 submissions, but they've also set up a streamlined process, so a lot of the documentation that you used to have to provide for the 2009 tools is much more reduced.
The Ministry has a base building budget which we work to, and then they add 10% extra on to accommodate the Green Star requirement. That 10% for us goes towards material costs, extra design and consultants fees, and we also have some administration on site collecting data sheets and dockets and paper trail to prove what we've done.
That money was always there pre-Green Star, but in my view, wasn't necessarily spent on the right things. So what Green Star has done is really put some focus on where that money should be spent, and I think the level of the funding that's there is adequate to deliver a 5-star school.
Our whole ethos here is around becoming sustainable for the future, and that's sustainable in terms of the environment that we have, the environments that we create, the learning that the students have and their lifelong learning. So sustainability goes much wider than the environmental aspects for us. It goes right through into the children's learning and taking them forward into what they're actually going to do with their lives in 20 years.
And schools are hubs of communities, so if we can get the sort of buildings and the pedagogy right for those spaces, then we're really talking about something that can be a positive mind shift for everyone, from the students that go there and when they grow up, to the Board of Trustee members, to family members, to parents and to staff.
There's no more important place to teach sustainability than in schools.
Green Star has opened the door to better design buildings It is everybody's responsibility to keep pushing the envelope and to demand a sustainable built environment.